So we're going to do another Gizmo today, and this time we're going to get a chance to play around with some friction concepts. So as a quick reminder, before we go to the website and I show you how you're going to navigate this activity, please remember that on the Gizmo, since we don't have a subscription, you have 5 minutes. So you want to use your time wisely. And the other part of your assignment is that you're going to need to take a screenshot of your work, and I'll show you how to do that and upload your picture. So you're going to go to slide number 3, as you can see here on my screen, and you're going to click where it says click here to go to the friction gizmo. And it's going to lead you to the gizmo, and you'll see here that my time in the upper right-hand corner is already counting down. So what this gizmo is all about is looking at force using a fan cart. So this is a cart that has a fan attached to it. And there are a number of variables that you can manipulate in this demonstration. So the first thing you can manipulate is the fan speed. You can have the fan off. You can have it on low, medium, and high. So you want to think about if you're going to increase the force you're applying, you would want to change it to a higher fan speed. The other thing that you can do is you can add objects to your cart. So you can add this soda bottle, this book, this little bag, briefcase, I believe, and that will increase the mass of your cart. So right now you can see that the cart is 1 kilogram, but if I add this bottle of soda, it's now changed to 3 kilograms, which means the bottle of soda weighs 2 kilograms. The last thing, and this is the piece that we'll really focus on for friction, is you can manipulate the surface, so the ground that the cart is on. So you can change it to have no friction at all. You can change it to a metal surface. I can change it to cement, or I can change it to wood. So if I want to directly compare a no friction surface with a wood surface, I can do a couple trials that way. I need to really see how the surface impacts the speed at which the cart will move. I need to keep everything else the same in those trials. So I'll do no friction first. Let's do a medium fan speed. And then when you are ready to test it out, you're going to press play, and you're going to see your cart on the bottom part travel across the surface. And when it crosses this flag right here, it will tell you how fast it moved, how fast it did that. So it'll give you a time. So let's see how long it takes when we're on medium speed with a can of soda and a no friction surface. You can see it traveling there. And it has crossed the finish line. And you can see the time it took was 11 1/10 of a second. Okay. Now, this is really important. In order to start a new trial, you need to press this button right here, this refresh button. So I'm going to do that now. And you can see it brings the cart back to the beginning and it keeps everything the same. Now, let's say I want to do the same experiment, except I want to switch just one variable. I want to make the surface my independent variable. So I'm going to switch this out for wood. And now I'm going to press play again. And you can make a prediction. Do you think it's going to take more time or less time? So do you think the wood has more friction or less friction? So when we press play, you'll notice it's moving much slower. And in fact, it's not going anywhere. So that is telling me that the wood has a lot more friction because the motion is decreasing and the fan is not high enough. So the force there is not high enough. And that soda bottle is adding more mass, which you know needs more force. So let's make a couple adjustments. I'm going to refresh. I'm going to put the bottle back. So I'm only at 1 kilogram. And then I'm going to change the fan speed to high. Now let's see what happens. We got it to move. It's kind of bumpy. It took 6.7 seconds, but that was with no extra mass and with a high fan speed on a wood surface. So play around with this. You have 5 minutes. Now, a little trick in order to take your screenshot. You know how to do it on your Chromebook, but up here in the corner, there's also a little camera button, and you can just press that. So I could press that. It will take my screenshot for me. You can see it popping up right there. And my 5 minutes is up. So I'm going to go back to my book widget. And on the next slide, I'm going to insert my screenshot. Find mine. Let's see where it's saved. See if this downloads. All right. Well, it's saved somewhere, and I will find it eventually. But you will upload your picture there. And then you have one final question where you will type at least one observation you made while completing the gizmo. What is something that you noticed during your experiment? And you might want to include the words like speed, motion, increase, decrease, surface. Tell me about what surface you use, or friction. So that is your last assignment for today's lesson. Have fun with this, and I'll see you soon.